Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I'm going to show you some cards, but I'm going to give out a shout out to Theo Clemente Collector. Now, Theo asked us to celebrate Roberto Clemente Day in Major League Baseball, which was September 15th, by showing a picture of or something that's your best representation of Roberto Clemente. Now, listen, Theo's part of, there's people out there that talk about cliques in this YouTube nation. Well, I'm going to tell you that Theo is in a clique. There's a group called Club 21, and it's pretty exclusive, and they collect Roberto Clementes. And I want to get in this club because they give out fancy logos. They give fancy water bottles, shirts, you name it, and they have it. But they won't let me in the club. I'm trying to get in that club. I'm trying to get in the Misfits, and I can't get in any of them. They're I don't know, keeping me out. So Theo, his channel is called Clemente Collector. Hence, he has a great Clemente collection. And so I'm going to do a little video response. Now, instead of showing you one picture, I'm going to show you my Clemente run and make a viable bid to try to get in the Clemente 21 group. So, without further ado, here's my Roberto Clemente cards. Okay, as you can see, this is the 1977 Roberto Clemente card. His first playing days card that's considered by PSA, or his last card. He died in December 72, and this card came out in 73. And there's Roberto Clemente's last Topps card for PSA. 1972 Pirates Roberto Clemente. Love that card. I love this in action card. Here's one that I just didn't like as a kid because it didn't have his stats on the back and I didn't know any better, so I just didn't care for that card. World Series card of Roberto Clemente. Now here's a 1972 Daily Juice. I picked that up in Atlantic City. (1971) Roberto Clemente. 1970 card, which is, you see the little red label on top there. That's how I know it's in the Mike Payne's 300 Great Card Club. 1969. You see that a lot of these cards have Bob Clemente on it. I just don't think that's right, and I don't know if he cared for it either. I hope it didn't bother him that much. 1969 Nabisco. (1968). Here's a 68 league leader card. And here is a 68 Topps game card. Roberto Clemente was a great player who possessed a great arm. He was a free swinger, and he could run the base pass as well as anybody. He was a smart player, too. Great leader. His career was cut short, of course, in December of 72. Or his stats could be just a little bit more. He had a decent year in 72. 1965. 1964. And just an SGC one, but that's my SGC one, and I am not complaining. Now here's a 1964 Giants Roberto Clemente. Starting to appreciate those more and more. The Giant cards. 1963 Roberto Clemente. 1963 Fleer Roberto Clemente. Now I have a friend that has the 63 Fleer Clemente in a 10, but most of his complete set of the 63 is in a 10. 62 Roberto Clemente. 62 Post Serial. 61 Roberto Clemente. 1960 Roberto Clemente. Love it. 1959. His popularity in the card market has gone up considerably over the course of, 10 years. Very highly regarded. $1957. 1956. Love that card. Had that card a long time. See the yellow sticker? That's from Miss Dufresne, the Miss Dufresne collection. And his rookie card. It's PSA 2 MK. But it's my rookie card of Roberto Clemente. Now, I don't know if that warrants me to get into the Club 21. I don't know what the qualifications are, but it can't be too high since Theo was in that club. Now, I'm giving a shout out to Clemente Collector, but he's part of 4 guys that started a channel called 4 Collectors, 4 Collectors. And Sunday night, I'm going to be on that channel with a couple of those guys and a couple other guys, and we're going to be discussing the rookie cards of the 1980s. We've been doing a whole segment of decade rookies, and we choose the card, choose the top 10 cards of the decade, and it goes by eye appeal, importance that card has to the hobby, and by player itself. So tune over to Clemente Collector and or 4 Collectors, 4 Collectors. Now, remember, guy and girls, that it's just a hobby. Collect what you like.